Oi, fala aí pessoal, bom dia. Você está escutando o Inglês no Rádio. I am your host, Foster Hodge. This is your daily dose of English.
Hello!
Hey Alexia, how are you?
I'm fine. What about you, Foster?
I'm doing wonderfully.
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 I like this word.
I like that word too. Cool. So Alexia, in the last episode, we talked about phrasal verbs. Just a
Yes.
very quick review. Can you explain to our listeners what, more or less, what phrasal verbs are?
Phrasal verbs are expressions that we use on our daily basis.
Yeah, you can say on a daily basis. But what are they composed of? They're composed of...
They are composed of a verb and a preposition.
Right. Perfect. So phrasal verbs are just phrases, expressions that use a verb and one or more prepositions, and normally the real meaning does not match with the direct translation.
Yes.
Right? Cool. So today we're going to take a look at some of the most common examples of phrasal verbs with the verb to get.
Okay.
So I know to get is the source of a lot of frustration for a lot of English learners because we use it with everything, right? So get out of here. Get up. Come on. Get up. Bad example. But for me, get is a lot like the verb ficar in Portuguese, right? My students complain a lot. You know, you can use get with everything, but you
No,
can use
I think
ficar
that-
with everything.
Get is more like pegar.
Yeah, that's another great example of a very versatile verb that you can use for anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Could you get this for me?
Exactly. Yeah. So you can use get with everything, and most of the time it's related to phrasal verbs.
Mm-hmm.
So, Alexia, can you think of some examples of phrasal verbs with the verb to get?
I couldn't get away with that situation.
Interesting. So, the phrasal verb you're using here is to get away with.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure if that's exactly what you want to say. What do you mean by I couldn't get away with that situation?
Me livrar daquela situação. Escapar.
Okay, so in this case, you would say get away from, and I think it might be more common to say get out of another
Okay.
phrasal verb.
But is it wrong to get away from?
You said first to get away with.
Yeah, I know that it's wrong
Okay,
now.
so we have three phrases. Let's break it down. Let's do this. English 101 phrasal verbs. Get away from is you were trying to escape from a situation,
Okay.
right? Same thing, get out of is to escape from a situation. So a lot of times if you have a commitment or a meeting that you have to go to, you say, I really want to get out of this meeting, but I can't. I couldn't get out of it, right?
Uh-huh.
Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay. Then we have the phrase to get away with. So this is entirely different. If you get away with something,
Is that you are running away?
kind of. Let me ask you a question. Have you watched the TV series How to Get Away with Murder?
Yes, just the first season, which is really good.
Nice. So what do you understand with the phrase how to get away with murder?
Como escapar do crime, né? Do assassinato.
Sim, mas é como você vai fazer o assassinato, como você vai matar alguém sem os...
Ser descoberto. Então,
sem os
como-
castigos.
Então, é isso.
Exactly. So to get away with something means that you are escaping from a situation without paying the consequences.
Okay. So, I couldn't get away with that situation.
Yeah, you could say that. Normally, with this phrase, you will give it a little context, and normally it's a very negative thing.
Yeah, because tarara tarara tarara.
Right. So a lot of times we say when we're talking about, for example, with politicians, um, like, I can't believe he's getting away with this. He's getting away with taking our tax money
Uh-huh.
without paying the consequences,
Okay.
with impunity. So when you get away with something, you're escaping with no one knowing, right? If
Uh-huh.
you just get away, we can say, let's get away and go to Búzios for the weekend. That can just be escaping from the city.
Uh-huh.
But there's no criminal activity involved. There's nothing that we're really trying to hide. When you add the preposition with, that's when there's some kind of suspicious thing going on.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yes.
Cool. So that is a great example of how just adding an extra preposition, get away, can just be normally traveling or something, and then get away with, all of a sudden you're talking about murder.
So be careful.
Be careful. Any other examples of to get, phrasal verbs with to get?
So get up.
To get up. Perfect.
I am getting up really late during this week.
That is true. Alexia has been sleeping in or getting up late. Same thing. Do you know the difference between to get up and to wake up?
To wake up is when you literally open your eyes and you wake up, but you didn't move yourself away from the bed.
Right. Exactly.
And to get up, it's the real thing. You get up and
It's
you
the
have
real thing.
breakfast and everything else.
Yeah. So that is what we learn in school. But honestly, I use them more or less interchangeably.
Yeah.
What time did you wake up today? What time did you get up? Same thing.
I'm trying to think. Yeah, I only use with you. What time did you get up?
Yeah.
I think.
Cool. Can you think of other phrases with to get? Motorcycle. Get out of here, motorcycle.
No, tell me one.
Okay, so let me give you an example in a sentence and see if you understand with the context. Okay? So imagine a situation if someone says, Alexia, do you speak French? And you say, I can get by. I can get by in French. I get by.
Uh-huh.
Do you understand that?
Yes, it's like I can make myself understood by the French people, but I don't speak that much. So like I can get along with French.
Exactly. So let's take a quick moment. When Alexia said understood, you actually said the oo sound. You said understood. And we can replay the audio and make sure that we're noticing the difference between understood, which is the other U sound. You can learn about it in sound school, and the oo, like in blue. So you have the oo and the right?
Uh-huh.
So try saying understood one more time.
Understood.
Good,
Good.
look,
Look.
book,
Book.
push,
Push.
put.
Put.
Perfect. So you can get by in French. How would you translate that into Portuguese?
Consigo me virar.
Yeah, that's the way I translate is eu me viro. Me viro.
Yeah, consigo me virar muito bem.
Yeah. Foster, do you speak Spanish? I get by. I'm saying nowadays my Spanish isn't perfect, but yeah, I can talk to everyone. I can express myself. I can get by. Yeah.
Isn't it song from Beatles?
I get by with a little help
Yes.
from my friends.
See?
Right. Exactly.
I get
So,
by with a little
Yeah,
help
maybe
from
that's a
my
little
friends.
different, but definitely the same sentiment.
Yeah, consigo me virar com a ajuda
Com
dos meus amigos.
ajudinha dos meus amiguinhos.
I can buy with a little help.
I get by.
Eu sempre cantei errado.
That is a great example. Okay, so we have to get away with, get away, get up, to get by. Okay, Alexia, so this is a good one. First, we have to get back. So I could say, what time did you get back last night?
Uhum.
What do you understand?
A que horas que você chegou em casa ontem?
Exactly. So to get back can be to return to a location,
Yes.
right? But this is a great example to illustrate the craziness of phrasal verbs. If I say get back at someone or something, if I say, I really want to get back at him.
Or I'll get back to you at 5 o'clock.
Okay, so two different phrasal verbs, to get back at and to get back to.
Yes.
So to get back just means to return to a location. To get back to means you will talk to someone when you have free time or more information, something like that,
Uh-huh.
right? Pretty easy. On the phone, I always say, I'll get back to you later. Like, I'll call you later when I have free time, right?
Mm-hmm.
But to get back at, do you know this one?
To get back at 5 o'clock. No. Give me the situation again.
Okay, so imagine that you are very mad at someone
Yeah.
and you say, I will get back at John because he stole my girlfriend.
Sorry, John. No, you didn't.
Yeah, John can't steal my girlfriend. What do you understand with that example?
That you are really mad with someone and you are waiting for a revenge.
Exactly. You are you're looking for revenge.
Yeah.
Vengeance, right? So if you say, I'm going to get back at the government, means I'm going to get justice from all of the bad things happening in this system or
Okay.
something. So a great example with get back simply can just be to return. To get back to is to communicate later with someone, and to get back at is to take revenge,
Mm-hmm.
right? So small changes in prepositions can mean big changes in
A
expression.
whole different world.
Exactly. Any more with get?
I can't think about it.
Okay, I'm thinking of one slightly not dirty example, but I don't know why I'm always trying to make this podcast
I have
more
no
vulgar.
idea. I have no idea why.
Do you understand? Do you understand what I was saying if I say get it on?
Huh?
So imagine
Get
you're
it on the floor. Get it on the floor. Get it on the floor. Get it
don't
on the
know that song, but imagine in university and two guys are with each other and they say, "Did you get it on with her last night?"
Okay, so did you make up?
Make up,
No. Is it?
make out.
Yeah, make up.
More phrasal verbs to make. That will be another episode. To make up is to make peace with somebody, right?
Mm-hmm.
To resolve a situation. To make out is to kiss someone passionately, more than just a little kiss. And to get it on with someone, you are signifying that there was some sort of sexual activity.
First base, second base, third base.
Get it on could be all the way home,
Okay.
home run.
That's
So-
horrible. Home run. That's horrible.
We have a lot of sexual baseball.
Okay, we don't need to
Okay.
talk about it.
Okay. So I think we should end on that positive note
Yeah.
there today. The phrasal verbs with to get are wide ranging, everywhere from talking about very simple things all the way to having sexual encounters. Anything else?
Nope. We are fine.
All right. We are going to get out of here. Big O.
And we are getting back on you later.
We will get back to you later.
To you later.
Pelo amor de Deus, amor.
It's too much information. I'm sorry.
You did great.
Yeah, thank you.
See you next time.
Okay.
Ciao, ciao.
Bye.